The rusted chain clinked softly against the weathered wood of the porch, each movement a painful reminder of the dog's imprisonment. He was a large, brown mutt with sorrowful eyes, his ribs starkly visible beneath his matted fur. He huddled behind the crumbling wall of the abandoned house, his tail tucked low, fear radiating from him like heat. It was Michael, a young man walking his own dog, who spotted him. The sight of the chained dog, shivering in the cold Detroit air, ignited a fire in his gut. This wasn't just neglect, it was cruelty. He knew he had to act. "Hey, buddy, it's okay," Michael called out, his voice gentle but firm. The dog's ears twitched, but he remained hidden. Michael called the local animal rescue center, his voice trembling with urgency. "We're on our way," the voice on the other end promised. Minutes felt like hours as Michael waited. Finally, a van pulled up, 2 volunteers rushing out, their faces etched with concern. They were seasoned professionals, their approach calm and reassuring. They spoke softly to the dog, their voices laced with understanding, offering him treats and gentle pats. The dog, initially cowering, slowly began to trust them. He wagged his tail, a hesitant movement at first, then gaining momentum until it thumped against the dusty ground. As the volunteers slipped the leash over his head, a whimper escaped his throat, a sound that spoke volumes of his suffering. It was a sound of relief, of hope finally blooming in the desolate landscape of his despair. The vet confirmed what they already knew. The dog was emaciated, his body ravaged by hunger and neglect. The tight chain had left deep, painful sores. But despite the suffering, his spirit remained unbroken. They named him Biker, for the way he waddled, his legs weak from lack of nourishment. He lapped up the food and water offered, his tail wagging with newfound joy. The scars on his body were fading, replaced by a healthy sheen of fur. He spent his days playing with the other dogs, his playful barks filling the shelter with an infectious energy. One day, a young couple, their eyes filled with love and concern, entered the shelter. They had lost their own dog a year ago, and were hesitant to open their hearts again. But Biker, with his soulful eyes and infectious enthusiasm, stole their hearts. "He's the one," the woman whispered, tears glistening in her eyes. And so, Biker found a forever home, a haven of warmth and love. He had been left behind, chained and forgotten, but his resilience and gentle spirit found him a home. He was no longer a forgotten soul, but a beloved companion, finally free from the chains of his past.